this.
All right. All right. This is Sid Owsley from the Determination Determines Destination podcast, the 3Ds to Success, where we share stories of people who use the 3Ds to success. Determination determines destination to overcome challenges and obstacles in their life. And tonight we have motivational speaker, coach, best-selling author, Maxwell Adekoje. Maxwell works with individuals and businesses to grow their communication, connection, and leadership to make a substantial change in the world. His unrelenting drive for empowering people has fueled Maxwell's journey to success with several awards and achievements. Maxwell is known for passion, rocking the platform with over 12 years of training experience, making connections with audiences, and unquenchable hunger for helping others attain their highest potential. How you doing tonight, Maxwell?
I am doing fantastic. How you doing, Sid?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Doing great. It's great to have you. And tell us your story about using the 3Ds to success. Determination determines destination in your life to overcome obstacles and challenges and arrive at the point in life you're at now.
Fantastic. I'm going to start by telling a story. I like telling stories. Thank you for that fabulous introduction. You are a great speaker. Thank you so much. So I want to start by telling my story. I came to the U.S. with $20, but let's go back. I'm going to take you back a little bit for a reason. About over 20 years ago, probably about 25 years ago, I was in Nigeria. At that point in time, I was homeless. At that point in time, I was hungry. But guess what I had? Determination. Guess what I had? A vision, a destination. I knew I was going to come out of this strong. I knew I was going to come out of the situation I was in. So at that point, I was hungry, homeless, but I had a dream to travel the world. I had a dream to travel to countries and impact life. When I was young, I used to watch Les Brown. I used to go on YouTube. I used to spend time, and I used to just love the way all these motivational speakers, the pastors, all of them fire up the stage. And that was my dream. But I was in a situation where I had no food, I had no house, yet I had a dream. So I started applying for an American visa. I applied 12 times, Sid.
Wow.
But I got denied every single time. Man. I became the masquerade of the town. They say he's never, ever gonna make it out. They call me the jinx. He's jinx. But I kept going back. Even I remember when I was going back, the guards at the American embassy already knew me. They said, "Welcome back." I said, "Thank you, I'm here again." But because of my determination to get what I want, the 13th time I got the American visa.
Lucky number 13.
And that brought me to the US. I came here, Sid, with $20 in my pocket, a hunger and a dream for a better life. Now I'm worth millions of dollars, but it started from one simple thing that we're here to talk about today: determination. When you are determined, nothing stops you down. The people that call you Macri, the people that say you're a jinx, they can't stop your dream because you're determined and you have a vision. You have a destination that you want to go to. And that determination has brought me to where I am today. It has given me the ability to connect with people like Les Brown. I was visualizing him when I had no food to eat. Wow. But I've connected with people like him. Brian Tracy wrote the foreword to another book that came out, Higher is Calling. Les Brown wrote the foreword to my book, Just Eat the One. I am connecting with these people because I had determination, I had the vision, and I had the destination, and I was enjoying the journey.
That's great. Gotta enjoy the journey. That's a very
you got to enjoy the journey. You gotta keep it going. Because the journey is where the juice is. Wow. Everyone talks about the destination, yes, but the journey carries the fruit, it carries the juice. Because when you get to that destination, you're visualizing more will come. You will want more. You're never going to be satisfied with that destination you're visualizing right now. Because when you get there, you're going to seek more. My goal was just to make $10,000 from $20. That was my goal, $10,000. I am good, Sid. But I got to that destination of $10,000. Now I want 20. Now I want 50. But you see, what people miss is on the road, on the way to that destination, you need to enjoy it, because that's where the fun is. That's where the determination is.
Great.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Good.
It makes perfect sense. So tell us
go ahead.
So tell us about what you're doing. You're in the Les Brown Power Voice group. Tell us about that and other things that you're involved with.
Yes. So when I saw online that Les Brown was giving people the opportunity to partner with him, I saw online. I was playing on Facebook, and I saw this. This is how you connect with people. This is how you attract people. I said, hello, oh, behave. Are you kidding me? An opportunity to partner with the #1 motivational speaker in the world? I didn't even hesitate.
That's right.
I decided to join the same day. And the training I've gotten from Les Brown is what millions and millions of dollars. He has absolutely transformed my life before the training. And even now that I'm training with him, he has given me so much ideas. Oh my goodness. It has been a complete 360 turnaround for me. I can see things differently. I can see all the mistakes I've been doing. I have seen how now I know how to act as a professional speaker. There's one thing to speak. It's another thing to speak professionally. It's another thing to drive your point home using your story. And this is what Les Brown does for you. He teaches you the quality of professional speaking.
That's right. He sure does.
Yeah.
And you took advantage of an awesome opportunity.
Oh yeah, I didn't look at it twice. You see, the biggest problem that we have as human is we fail to invest in ourselves. Mm-hmm. Most people, if you calculate, think about all the things you've bought this year, your cars, your shoes, think about your house, whatever you bought. I want you to think about it and calculate how much you spend buying stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, how much have you invested in yourself, in making you better? You are the produce. You are the one producing the world. How much have you spent on yourself? I bet you when you calculate that number, it's this small. So we need to change our mindsets. We need to invest in ourselves. We need to bet on ourselves. I mean, most people go to the casino, they put money in, and they bet to win money. How many people are willing to bet on themselves to do something better? How many people are willing to bet on themselves to do something great? We need to bet on us. Put yourself down and say, I can do this. I am betting on me. I am investing in me. That's what we need to do.
That's the surest bet you can make.
That's it. That's the best thing you can ever do. Yeah. Is you betting on you.
That's right. That's
absolutely. You betting on you. That's right. The best bet you can ever make, and invest in yourself.
So Maxwell, you have a book. Tell us about this book. Tell us the title and explain the title to us.
Fantastic. Thank you. Everyone comes to me and say, why did you call this book Just Eat the Worm? That's the name of the book, y'all. Just Eat the Worm. And I came up with this idea, and this started with me and my wife. Anytime I see that she's trying to procrastinate or not do something, I'll say, why can't you just go ahead and eat the worm? And she said, what do you mean? I said, just imagine eating worm is one of the hardest things you can ever think of doing. But this is what success is. Success has a name tag on it. Success, greatness never goes on sale. There is a price to pay for your success. And if you can just wake up and just eat the worm, then things will begin to happen for you. Your life will begin to change. And she catches me with the same words. When she asks me to do something and I'm trying to procrastinate, she said, why don't you just eat your worm and get this done?
Yeah, she ain't gonna let you get away.
She doesn't let me get away. You said you were the master of just eat the worm. Now you have to eat your own worm. So I came up with this for the book because I remember when the whole COVID-19 started, I started thinking ahead. I was thinking about what value can I push into the society, into the community that's going to help people facing tough challenges. Because when you have tough times, you got to make tough decisions.
Yeah, right.
So that's what drove me to writing this book, How to Overcome Challenges. And I decided to study successful people. I went back into the ancients of days. I have people like Marcus. For those of you who know Marcus, that says if things are happening to you, the problem is not from the things itself. The stress is not for the things that have happened to you. COVID is not your problem. Your problem is your estimate of it. That is the problem, your interpretation of the problem. Every problem comes with a blessing. Every problem comes with a gift. But when the problem comes, it shows up and we fail to see the bigger opportunity behind it. As I'm speaking to you, millionaires are made every single day in adversity. So there is no excuse. There is more in adversity. There is no recession. People say the country's in a recession. No, there is no recession. There is a recession of ideas. And the chapter 1 talks about creativity, talks about how you can move from not being creative to being creative, and it gives us the strategy of how we can develop a creative mind. Jeff Bezos today, he is worth over 290 billion, and people wonder why. Because he had a what? He had a determination, and guess what? He had the vision and the destination. He saw this when he was opening up Amazon in his garage. He wanted this company to be an online business. He saw the online coming. That's creative thinking. That's the power of creative thinking. Seeing things before they happen. And today, 290 billion over. Because he saw things differently. They say when you change the way you see things, the things around you will begin to change. You see, I'm not happy about COVID-19. I don't pray for it. But I'm not closing my eyes to the opportunity in it. There's so much gold. But when you focus on the problem, you will never see solutions. You will never see opportunity, because where energy flows, where energy goes, it settles there. So if all your energy is talking about and gossiping about people dying and this and that, yes, you are investing all your energy there, and there's nothing to invest in the opportunity. And this is what the book talks about. And I have a chapter 2 to 6 that gives other strategies, which I'm not going to go into that today. That's why you can get the book on Amazon if you want to know more about how you can be us, how you can find your superpower in adversity. We all have different types of superpower. There is a special superpower for adversity, and you need to find it. And when you find it, you need to hone it, and it will produce massive, 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 brother, massive success for you.
That's great, man. That book, I'm sure a lot of people will get a lot out of that book, especially during this time, as you said, of COVID. We're in a time of, uncertainty. Systems are changing, resetting, breaking down. People are, out of work, and they're wondering what to do, how to deal with the situation. And a book like that gives people an insight into changing their perspective is what's needed. So it's very, very timely that you wrote that book. What's been your biggest wins in your journey to where you're at now? What's been some of your biggest wins?
That's a great question. I would say that's a huge question, brother. I'll say my biggest wins is impacting people. There's a quotation that says, if you want to be great, you have to learn how to impact people. Mm-hmm. If you want to be great, you have to learn how to take people to the next level. So my biggest wins as a coach is mentoring people, taking them from a zero, mm-hmm. taking them from nothing to a different level of success. That gives me massive joy. When someone can come to me and they're flat broke, they have nothing, they have given up on life, and I can coach them, I can show them the way, and I can take them to a journey from a 0 all the way up to a 10, and I see that person making massive income. That just gives me joy, because I'm all about giving value to people, because when you give value to people, it always comes back to you. There's always a bounce back reflection. There's always a reflection of what you put out to the world. So my biggest win is being able to put value in people, being able to coach people, make them stronger, make them see life differently. I can't stand people that complain. I will shut you off. I can't stand it, because I'm a result-oriented person. Mm-hmm. Yes, if you can complain for a second, but don't build a house in there, it's time to move on. Mm-hmm. So I'm a big person of taking action rather than just talking. I believe action is the mother of all decisions. You make a decision or an idea without action is worthless. So you make a decision, then you have to act on it. In the book, chapter 1, I talked about taking massive action. Mm-hmm. And after you take action, the next step is reflection. You see, reflection, and I'm going to tell a quick story. Reflection has really, really transformed my life. And for those of you who are listening to me, I'm going to tell you a story. The power of reflection is a game changer. A couple of years ago, I was working 3 jobs. I used to call it the 3-3, meaning 3 jobs, 3 hours sleep a day, and a $3 meal. Every single day, that was my routine. And I did it for so long until one day, I used to have my saying that say, if you don't change, change will change you. And I continued these 3 jobs, and people were telling me, you can't continue with 3 hours sleep. You're going to break that one day. But I said, I have a goal. I can't stop. I won't stop. One day at job number 3, I sat on my bench with my McDonald's. McDonald's used to have a special $3 menu. And while I was holding my food, it dropped right in front of me, dropped down. I tried to go for it, but my hands couldn't move. My legs couldn't move. I couldn't move my whole body. See, I was completely paralyzed. Wow. And I could hear the voices of my haters in my head saying, yo, dreamer, it's over. You're paralyzed. Dreamer, you're finished. But I started speaking to my subconsciousness. I say, you got to come back, brother. You have to bring a comeback. I started striking a deal with God. I said, God, if you give me back my hands, I will use this hands to help people. If you give me back my voice, I will speak to the dead. They will come running out of the graveyard in different dimensions. Lord, help me. I was crying in my subconsciousness. I couldn't move. Wow. But guess what? Nothing happened. I continued to speak, but suddenly my mobility came back. My hands came back shaking. I shook all the way home and I sat down on my chair. It was a time. It was a time to reflect and pivot. And while I was sitting on that chair, I started thinking. I thought about my mentor, Dr. Monroe's, and he said, Maxwell, he said, rob the cemetery. He said the richest place in the world is the cemetery.
Yep.
But most people die taking their dreams, taking their determination, taking their destination. They take it to the graveyard and they die. It's not the oil mines in South Africa or in Saudi Arabia or the banks around you that's the richest place. The richest place is the graveyard, because people never get to find their purpose. They die with their dreams and they take it to the graveyard. What is your purpose? Your purpose is what you're made to do. Your purpose is what you're called to do. Guess what your job is? You get paid for your job. Your job is not your purpose. And when you find your purpose, I sat down, reflected. I kept on reflecting. When you find your purpose, even your enemies will find you. They will look for you and pay you for what you do. I was telling a friend today, I said, your purpose is like a tree that's planted by the riverside, a tree that bears fruits. You see, a tree that bears fruit never walks around looking for people to have some fruit. The farmer has to go to find the tree and get the fruits. So when you find who you're supposed to be, when you find your purpose, people will find you just like the tree. The tree is not going to walk around. You got to go find it because it has something you want. So I sat down and reflected, and I decided to figure out what I'm good at doing, what I love doing, and I get people to pay me for it. And I changed my 3 jobs to one source of revenue. And that source of revenue has absolutely changed my life. Simple formula I created. I call it the PM squared equals S. The S stands for success. What is success? Success is when one mentor is saying, see, the bread is over there. Versus seed saying, where is the bread? You're wasting time looking for the bread. Get a mentor so they can mentor you and show you where the bread is. That's what success is. The P stands for purpose. I just talked about the purpose. The M in my formula stands for mindsets. You see, the biggest real estate in the world is right between your 2 ears, right here. This is the biggest real estate in the whole world. And if you can get this real estate straight, you get everything you want. Your thinking and your results are on the same level because of your thinking. If you think at the level 2, you're going to produce a level 2 result. If you upgrade your thinking to a level 10, your result has no choice. They have to go with your thinking. Your result is going to upgrade to a number 10. So I talked about mindset and purpose. When you add this to including mentorship, because there was a book that came out that said the 10,000 rules. I can't remember who wrote it. Matthew something, I think it was. You see, they say you need 10,000 hours for you to be good at something. I don't believe that. I'll give you the solution to that problem. Get a mentor that have been there and done it. You do it in a few days. So I knew the value of mentorship. And while I was reflecting, I started thinking about all these things I just talked about, and I had to plant all this stuff in my life. Reflection helped you improve the future. I had to sit down and reflect. So we need to find time and sit back and reflect so we can improve our results.
That's great.
Yes,
and your emphasis on getting a mentor, a lot of people, think that they don't need mentors. And you're so right in emphasizing that having a mentor can help you reach your goals faster. And we've seen that the people who are most successful, they don't do this on their own. They don't do this by themselves. They have mentors.
That's right.
And so if the successful people are doing it, maybe, people who are in a position where they're trying to reach success should be doing that too.
Absolutely. You see, you can't get to where you want to go quick without mentorship. Mentors are the catalyst to the success that you seek. They're the proof of the concept because they've done it. They're the spices in your meal. You have the food. Your food needs spices on it. And when the mentor comes, what they do is to spice you up so you can taste good and produce better taste, better results. That's what mentorship is about. I know people don't like, that's why we talked about, in the beginning, we talked about investing in yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to be a lawyer and you want to be the best lawyer in town, go and find the best in town and, ask for mentorship with that person. And when you get the knowledge, now you can build on top of it and become better than the person. Yes, I got mentored by Les Brown. I'm going to suck him dry. I'm going to take everything I can from him. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm also going to build on it because now I have a foundation. But you need that foundation, which is your mentor. Even the greatest speakers in the world, they all have mentors in different areas of their lives because they know this is key. This is the key to opening doors. You cannot survive without mentorship. That's why you're very slow at achieving the results you want. The quickest way to do it is find someone who already done it.
That's right.
They know where the potholes are. Now you're in the pothole wondering how to come out.
Mm-hmm.
The best way is to find the mentor, been there, been done it, and can guide you. They're the guide way. They're the GPS. See it go left, see it go right. Stop, see, don't get into that hole. That's the value of mentorship. And people miss that. You cannot go into 2021 without getting someone to mentor you in what you love to do. And I'm really emphasizing what you love to do because in America, for example, the biggest debt rate happens on Monday.
Yeah.
Every single Monday, the debt rate goes up. Why? Because people are going to jobs they hate. I'm not saying don't get a job. I'm not saying don't do a job. Don't get me wrong. Do a job you love if you don't want to do a business. Do something that brings out the greatness in you. And when they go to those jobs, they are less productive because they hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen people fainting on a job. And when you faint on a job, they take you to the hospital. And guess what? They will replace you.
Yeah, immediately.
They will replace you immediately. They're not going to wait for you to recover. If you die there, they will help bury you and replace you. So why don't you do what your calling is? Why can't you find your purpose? Find what you're good at doing and make people pay you for it. Because this is your calling. This is what you're designed to do. A car is designed to drive. When you make it to fly, it will fail. The aircrafts are designed to fly around. When you make it, you try to make it drive, it's going to fail. It can't fit on the roads. So everyone is designed to do something. Everyone came to this world with a gift. What is your gift? I ask people this question. Who are you? What can you do? Those are the questions you need to ask. Who are you? What can you do? What are you capable of doing? And when you discover who you are and what you can do, and you give that gift to the world, there comes your glory. Right. You begin to shine. You begin to grow faster. I used to use this analogy of Michael Jordan when he decided to leave basketball and he started playing baseball. Mm-hmm. You see, that wasn't his calling. I can't hear of any win of Michael Jordan in playing baseball, but he's a legend in basketball. When you call Michael Jordan, you don't need people to think twice. They already know who you're talking about, see it? Because he found his purpose. This is what he's good at doing. This is what he's best at doing. And when you leave what I call your sweet spots, you leave your glory. Mm-hmm. He wasn't called for baseball. Obama is not called for basketball, even though he loves it. He's called for leadership. He loves to lead and speak. If he leaves his calling and wants to become a professional basketball player, he's not going to impact people. He's not going to change life because he's not in a sweet spot is he is in his hobby. Some people confuse their hobby with their purpose.
Wow.
Two different things entirely.
Yeah, that's great. That's very important for people to understand.
That is gold. For the fact that you like playing basketball doesn't mean you're good at it.
Yeah.
You love it. I mean, if, for example, Les Brown has given over 10,000 speech in different countries, different parts of the world, and if he is not good at it now, then that is not his calling. Mm-hmm. You suck at it. Excuse my French. You need to find what you're good at. My mentor, John C. Maxwell, called it the law of the lead. You see, when you're a 2 and you're in the wrong place, and you're not in your calling, the max you can go is a 5. You become an average and you plateau over there. But when you're a 2 and you are in your calling, you can hone your craft. You can hone your gift to a 10. And you begin to attract the 10s. When you're a 5, you attract the 4, the 3, 2, and 1. You see, the people around you are the people you've attracted because of who you are. Mm-hmm. You are attracted to me because you love to impact people. We are cut from the same feather. I love to impact people. So that force of attraction brings us together. But when you don't have that force of attraction, you're below. You begin to attract people you don't want. One lady said, I don't know why I always attract crazy boys, crazy boyfriends. Max, all the time, all the boyfriends are crazy. Well, because you're crazy. You're attracting crazy people. Hello? See, we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are.
Oh, yeah.
You see a boy complaining about all his girlfriends are crazy. You need to check on you, dude.
Yeah.
It's who you are. You don't attract who you want.
Exactly.
You attract who you are, who you're becoming. Jim Rohn, I love the way he put it. Who are you becoming?
Uh-huh.
Who are you becoming? That's the question.
That's right.
And that's the huge thing that people don't see. Who are you becoming? Who are you hanging around with?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I talked about that in the book. You're the average of the people you hang around with.
That's right.
If you pick 5 of your friends, ask them how much they make every single year, okay, 20,000, 60,000, do the average. I guarantee you, when you do the average, that's going to be how much you make. Mm-hmm. So that's why Jim Rohn say you got to watch who you hang around. You want to be around the people you want to be like. Yep. Because you begin to attract more of them. They begin to put a different kind of thinking in you. They begin to make you think. The book talks about creative thinking also comes from the kind of people you hang around.
That's right.
You can't hang around the barber shop every single day and not get a haircut.
Uh-huh.
You're going to get one. You hang around broke people, you're going to be the next broke person.
That's right.
You know, I had to separate myself from the broke people, not because I have a problem with broke people. No, because I can't help you. I need to go get some money to help you so you can get out of it.
Yeah.
So I know they said, oh, Max left us. Oh, he went to the city. Yes, I had to go. I had to go. I can't help you. You cannot help me. Why are we? You can't help me. I can't help me. And we hanging around. Doesn't help nobody.
Can't give from an empty cup.
Hang around with people. Go ahead, Sid.
So you can't give from an empty cup.
No, you can't.
Oh, brother.
The cup is empty. I gotta go. I gotta go find people who can take me to the next level. I have to go find people that I'm hanging around who are making me grow so I can help other people grow like you. Mm-hmm. Since you don't want to move forward, I want to move forward so I can help people.
That's right.
So the people we hang around with is absolutely key. They are predicting our future. And what we say about ourselves is huge. I was telling someone today on a call today, and I say, I listened to you for 10 minutes. And while you were talking, I was writing down all your I am statements. And this is what has put you where you are today.
Mm.
I don't think I can do this, Max.
Nah.
I don't think I can make it. I'm not that so good. You see, your I am is really what's creating your future. This is what is cultivating your future. I tell people we have to watch what we say. You say I am weak, you're going to be weak. You're going to attract weak people.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is get my mind right. Mm-hmm. I do my gratitude affirmation and I do other affirmation because I know this mind cannot be fixed in one day. Mm-hmm. I need to continuously learn, continuously feed the mind. Be ye transformed by the deep renewing of the mind. It's not a day's job. You do it every day. Success is embedded in the now. Success is in your daily agenda. It's not in what you plan to do, it's what you are doing. Mm-hmm. And that's what success is. But this book has it all. This book has everything. I was telling someone today, I said most people die at 25 and wait to get buried at 75. Uh-huh. Because they carry we call it in the computer world, we call it the DOS system, the DOS system. Uh-huh. And they wonder, why am I so slow? Why are things not happening to me the way things are supposed to happen to me? Your software is the problem. Mm-hmm. You have a DOS system. We're in 2020. There's a Windows 2020 upgraded version. So we need to elevate our thinking. We need to install new software like the book, Just Eat the Worm, like the book, like all the books, not just my books. We need to feed our mind with it and elevate our software so we can perform at our peak. But when the software is running on an old system, I don't care how new the hardware is. If the software is an old system, your results are going to be old.
That's right. Right.
That's the fact about life. Absolute true fact about life. So that's one of the things that I talked about in the book. Another thing I talked about in the book is I talked about procrastination and I talked about believing in yourself. Mm-hmm. This is really key. If you can't believe in yourself, why should other people believe in you?
That's right.
Everything starts from you. Leadership starts from you. If you can't lead people, if you can't lead yourself, why should people accept you to lead them?
Right.
If you can't believe in yourself, why should other people believe in you? Success, everything starts with you. You have to get yourself right before you think about helping people. You see, if you're in the plane and there's turbulence coming and you hear the announcement, fasten your seatbelt, put the oxygen mask over your face. The flight attendants will always tell you that you need to put it first on you, mm-hmm. then put it on the kid. Yeah. Why? Why do they say that? I'll tell you why. Because if you can't take care of you, you're going to die trying to take care of another person. Mm-hmm. So you need to put it in your face, take care of you, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, believe you can transform things, believe you have greatness in you, believe you can conquer the impossible. And when you have that in you, you can help other people. That's now right. You can give other people oxygen. You can feed them. But first, we need to believe in ourselves. And I deeply talked about that. We need to believe that we can do it. You see, a long time ago, they said there was a 4-mile run. They said it was absolutely humanly impossible for any human to do it. That's what they say. The scientists came and they look at the body, the molecules in the body, the strength and the muscles, this muscle, that can't do it. It's not possible. Uh-huh. Until Bannister did it. Mm-hmm. And even today, high school students are running like crazy. Why? Because now the mindset has changed, that it has been done, it is possible. So nothing is impossible. It's the mind that makes it impossible. Right. Everything is created twice. Everything you see is created twice. It's first created in the mind, then it's bring up, then you can create it in reality. The phone we're using today, somebody's creative thinking thought about it.
That's right.
I love what T.D. Jakes say. He say, God gives you a tree and you make a chair from it.
That's right. Yep.
He will never give you a chair. He gives you the raw materials.
Mm-hmm.
And this raw materials of creativity is in us. That's why there's a recession of thinking. There is a recession of idea. There is no recession in the economy because it doesn't matter what the economy does. People who are going to make money will keep on making it.
That's right.
And one thing COVID-19 has done, it has exposed businesses.
Yeah.
Now we know who is the strong and who is the weak business. The businesses have shut down is because that was just an exposure that they were weak.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't pivot.
That's right. For sure. Been exposed.
Yes, sir.
So Maxwell, as we get ready to wrap up, tell everybody the title of your book again, where they can find it, and how they can find you, how they can learn more about you.
Absolutely. So the name of the book is Just as in J-U-S-T, Just Eat the Worm. It's on Amazon. It's live on Amazon. You can get the electronic version. I actually discounted the electronic version. It's probably going to go up sometimes tomorrow. Right now, it's at 0.99 cents. Whoa. Because it's not about the money, it's about what this material is going to do for people.
Mm-hmm.
I want no one to have the excuse that I don't have $24 to buy this book. No, the book is valued over $24. But I made it at 0.99 so the action takers can take action and add value to themselves. I am guaranteeing you, if you read this book and follow the principles in this book and you remain the same, call me. I will double your money back. It's a money back guaranteed. So you can get it on Amazon. I also have a coaching program. It's just like the name is www.justeattheworm.com. And you can sign up for my coaching classes. If you want me to do a one-on-one coaching, I can do that because everything is possible. I can make that happen for you. So you can go to www.justeattheworm.com, get the book ASAP. I will not leave it at 99 cents for too long. This is me giving back to the people. This is me saying COVID-19 cannot take over you. Take control of your life. Guess what? 2020 is not over yet.
Right.
Get your juice from it. Don't waste a crisis. Get what belongs to you before 2020 is over and plan for 2021.
That's
Back
right.
to you, Steve.
All right. I hope everybody definitely take advantage of the offer that Maxwell is giving, 99 cents for a great book. Find him, look at his coaching program. The title of his program in his book, very easy to remember, Just Eat the Worm.
Yes, sir.
Maxwell, it was great having you.
My pleasure.
And as you progress along your journey, I'm sure you'll be writing more books, have more things going on. It'd be great to have you back on so we can see about what you're doing in the future.
Absolutely. I'll be so happy to come back. Thank you for having me.
This is Sid Owsley from the Determination Determines Destination podcast, where we share stories of people using the 3 Ds to success: determination, determines, destination, to overcome challenges and obstacles in their life. Thank you. I'm out.